Give it up for Olivia Haidar.
Thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? Give a hand for everyone else who's come up before. This is what an amazing lineup we have tonight. My name is Olivia Haidar, and I'm a member of the LGBT community. And now you have to guess which one. Uh-oh. We're expecting an ally pop quiz tonight. Keep those cards in line. No, I won't keep you in suspense. I am a transgender woman. I'm a homeless Middle Eastern transgender woman. So if anyone here was thinking about murdering anyone tonight, come and see me after the show. Your best bet. Hate crime triple crown. You know, I've been telling that joke for a while now, and no one's taken me up on it yet. It's kind of disappointing. That means that statistically at this point, the person in this room who's the most likely to kill me is me. So, better watch out. You know, I had a dream the other night. I dreamed that I saw someone very close to me, very dear to me, who I trusted deeply. I watched as they stole all of my money, and there was nothing I can do to stop them. And then when I woke up, I had that feeling like the dream is real, you know? And then I remembered that I live in a van, and I have no money, and the thief was me the whole time. Spooky. I do confuse people a lot just by existing in the world, and I tell people that I'm a transgender lesbian because that is literally the simplest way for me to explain myself to you fucking people. It's like, if you want me to be more specific, I guess I could say that I'm a pansexual, homoromantic, binary, masculine-of-center trans femme. But that just sounds like a parody of an identity. That's not going to get me very far. So then that would get me kicked off of Tumblr. So I stick with the with trans lesbian. I've been doing a lot of thinking though recently, and I figured out that one of the best parts of being trans is always knowing that the people around you whispering in a foreign language actually are laughing at you. It's comforting. It's like a blanket. I figured out that one of the worst parts of being trans is always having to have an opinion about Caitlyn Jenner. Spoiler alert, I don't care. She is an old, rich, white lady, and that's not exactly my demographic. We don't click. I had a male colleague of mine try to punch that joke up once. He says to me, hey, you know what the worst part about trans girls is they have a penis. I know, right? Why didn't I think of that? I mean, I guess it is kind of offensive because it completely disregards the balls. And I think we can all agree that the balls are the worst genital. Like even if you like balls, you still would rather leave them than take them. You know? It's like what do? You're supposed to cradle and I don't even know. It's a confusing Rubik's sack. Yeah. But yeah, I have not had gender confirmation surgery, which statistically answers about 3/4 of the questions that you have about me. But I have nicknamed my vagina Great Expectations. Sweet. I was blessed with a petite, ladylike member, and it's going to make a bomb-ass pussy. It just is. And I get people feeling entitled to my business a lot. Always asking me questions, like they've got a say in what I do, and they say, Olivia, why do you want a vagina? And first of all, it's none of your fucking business. Second of all, they're the best. They just are. And third, so many people talk so much game about getting pussy, and so few have the balls to actually follow through with it. Making that leap. But yeah, people do get in my business a lot. They feel like I owe them an explanation for this. And like a lot of times people try to guess what my dead name was, what my previous name was before Olivia, and a lot of people, they always guess Oliver, and it's ridiculous. My dead name is not Oliver. It was Olivier Olivero, the manly man. So you can see why I had to change it slightly. Showbiz. No, my dead name wasn't Oliver because I'm fucking creative. That's why. Another thing people like to ask me is, I get people, they say to me, Olivia, I bet being trans has given you an advantage in stand-up comedy. And I honestly don't know what they mean by this. I'm not exactly the type of person that's going to appeal to a mainstream audience. It's more of a niche look. But no, it's absolutely ridiculous. The only time that being trans has ever given me any sort of advantage is on Throwback Thursdays. You cannot top a trans person's TBT game. It's impossible. You just can't do it. But I don't like to just talk about trans stuff. I got a lot more going on in my life than just transitioning. But it's a weird thing. I fully understand that, and I think that it's something like if you were going through what I'm going through, then it would be all you could talk about too. It's very strange. Like, for instance, I take pills twice a day. I've been doing it for 4 years now, and they make slow, incremental physical changes to my body. It's like I'm going through my own superhero origin story, but the superpower is boobs. It's the best superpower. But really, I talk so much about, I don't want to kid you. I talk so much about being trans so that my eventual murderer will not be able to use trans panic as a defense. Because if they didn't know, they weren't paying attention. I don't get to claim innocence. But yeah, I have ADD and depression, which is not like the best combo. But you know, it does have its upsides. Like for instance, a lot of times I don't even have the attention span to lay around in bed crying all day. So you know, it's fun. And this may seem surprising following that, but I am single, shockingly. And but you know, and a lot of people, they talk about they don't want to die alone. They don't want to die alone, and I get that. I guess it's just it's not really what I worry about. My main concern, I'm much more concerned with being alive alone. It's a much more pressing concern for me. You know, and dating can be tough. You know, it's a wild world out there, especially if you're a trans lady who's into other ladies. Because it turns out most lesbians' ideal woman is not punk rock Fred Flintstone. Most of the ladies are looking for. Although actually, since I shaved my head, I've started describing myself basically. I'm kind of like if Natalie Portman ate two other Natalie Portmans. That's kind of where I'm at right now. But dating. I was flirting with this girl the other day, and she asked me what my sign was, and I said I was a Leo. And she said, a Leo? I'm a Scorpio. We could never be in a relationship. And I was like, I know, right? You believe in astrology. Never work out. It's tough dating when the world is on fire. Makes it hard to really get out the zest to go see a movie with someone. When we got fascism making its way through our country. You know, I never thought, you know, so many Americans, they had a dream about the future, and they pictured a boot stamping on a human face forever, and they're like, give me that boot! I want the boot! The boots. It is crazy. The fascists, have you heard of the Proud Boys? Yeah. I like that. I think that's a good moniker. I think they should keep that one. Proud Boys. It's very threatening. Proud Boys, it basically sounds like the lamest Warriors gang. I don't know if you've ever seen a picture of these Proud Boys, but they all look like the kind of guys who would vigorously defend their right to open carry katanas. Fight for this. Free speech. Alright, before I go, I'll let you off with a little story. I was walking down the street in Hollywood the other day, and this guy starts walking past me. He's this real tough guy. He's got like face tattoos and shit, real scary, super intimidating. And this guy, he walks past me and he goes, "Sup, faggot?" And I was like, "Sup, faggot? Sup, faggot? Excuse me? It's sup dyke, please." I would also accept hey tranny. The point is, it's a missed opportunity, bigot on the street, and I'm disappointed in you. Do that next time. All right, thanks a lot, guys.